So howdy do dar everybody, I just want to thank everybody for the promotion of the last video, especially on TikTok, but also the people who regularly comment and like my videos from here on out. So since the video was well liked, I'm gonna do some more flashy, raunchy, no nude, because that's not allowed, content. And there's so much content on the internet that needs to be looked at from a critical point of view, even if it is ridiculous and insane, which is actually the title of this video, which is Insane Parents. So there is a subreddit known as r/insaneparents. For the most part, it is pretty much just screenshots of people's instant messages and text messages from their parents being at times very unreasonable, not owning up for anything, not taking any responsibility because I am the parent and what I say goes, which I think as a person you've got to teach a lot of values to your kids, a lot of good values. And one of those good values for me is word. You know when you've got a word in your head and you just can't think of it. I hate it. Not acknowledgement, although that is a good word. Not atonement, because, well, everybody sinned. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Accountability, that is the one. You've got to teach your kids accountability. Of course, you don't have to go by my gospel. I'm not the god of everything. You can tell your kids that everybody's name is Karen by default. So instead of just explaining it to you so long that you start to fall in love with me, I'm just going to show you. Very non-explicitly. So what have we got first on the agenda? Essential oils. How can they not work? They're essential. That's a key word. Car pulled up with unresponsive kid. I tubed him. We coded him for a good hour. Never got him back. His mum stopped his ass from her meds and was giving him essential oils from an article she read. The essential oil quacks killed a child today with no recourse. Let that sink in. You know the really sad thing about this is this parent is probably going to blame everybody else except herself. If they're smart enough to read Google, they should be smart enough not to believe every article they see. Okay, what the f***? In a new series of Mum and her teen daughter, from Florida, open up about their extremely close relationship. In a preview clip from the bizarre episode, the two of them can be seen in the shower together, with stood behind her daughter. Speaking about their quirky habits, admits that they've been doing it for years, saying, "I've been taking showers and helping since she was 5. Am I reading this right now? Mother used 1-year-old baby as weapon in Alice Springs street fight. Using a baby. Do you know how heavy this thing is? Disclaimer, please don't hit anybody with the guitar. This one might not have as much impact as the other ones. It's not as, flashy or anything, but I think it still makes a point separate from the other ones. Yes, we will be there. You don't seem like yourself with me this week. Are you pissed off about something I'm not aware of? Mom. No, not at all. Well, you've made no comment about my menu as I asked you. No comment about looking forward to the party we are throwing, and no news about you all week. This might be my last birthday, just saying. Did you really just try and guilt me by using your mortality? What is it with parents all the time and adding the ellipse at the end? I mean, I've seen this way too much. Ooh, anti-vax, I love it. Shedding season is right around the corner. Protect your kids from their vaccinated schoolmates. Vaccinated people shed and spread germs, not the other way round as implied by the phony term herd immunity. They vary, so shedding can last 10 to 21 days. I'll let you know when I give birth to a baby anaconda. Unvaccinated people are not carrying that disease, so they cannot shed what they do not have. Think! I'm not sorry to break this to you, but if nature did work as it was supposed to, your daughter would probably live until she was 50, or even younger at the age of 30. Think! Well, you thought long and hard about this one, didn't you? I mean, it's always a new story every day about what happens when you vaccinate your kid. The thing about science is that it never changes, it always stays the same as fact. Science is not a journalist. If you're watching, Mum, thank you. I love you so much. Please don't be like these people, which you never are anyway. Oh, okay, I've got some gold.
What guys you talking to on the internet? You do risky behaviours, you nuts!
You mean Blank, who I used to work with? I still hang out with Blank sometimes. He's still friends with me.
He didn't even pull into the driveway. You ran to the car, very sneaky. It's bullshit. You need serious help. Mental help.
Yeah, because we were supposed to leave 10 minutes ago. The movie starts at 4:15 and we left at 3:15. It takes an hour to get to the theatre.
What movie?
Sonic.
What movie theatre?
Should have finished this, it would have been Cineworld.
What Cineworld?
The one in the town centre.
What town centre?
The one we live in.
Where do we live?
Parents, if your kid ever goes to see Sonic with someone, go all bad boys in their ass, rip them to shreds, make them shed like a vaccinated kid. Alright, maybe this one needs a bit more context, so I'll read the title as well. I thought people would like to see how the whole conversation started. Again, this happened because I forgot to take out the trash while I was leaving in a hurry for work. Are you f***ing joking me? You need to call G today and make arrangements, Ashlyn. I don't want you here anymore. Complete f***ing user trash bullshit. You hide over in Arlington over your stupid child bullshit antics, and the day I could use your help, you leave early. Motherfucking shame you don't care about your family like you do work, friends, or boyfriend. I'm done. You're a coward, and I don't want you here anymore. I'm a coward because I have a 10:30 shift. Honestly, me and my girlfriend have a simple deal. Do the dishes before she gets home. If there's any reason I can't do them, then I'll explain. And then we'll compromise or something like that. But I'd rather neither of us break our fingers or crack the screen. Because her phone's already bent. That's what she gets for having an iPhone. Oh, wow. So am I, buddy. So am I. So, my mother just hit a new level of crazy. She's upset that I'm staying up late, and she told me that she's laying here with me and refusing to leave until I fall asleep. I can't be on my phone, and I can't have the TV on, and my eyes must be closed. She's literally refusing to leave the room and won't let me use anything once I go back to bed. I'm stealth texting this. Listen to me very carefully. You're going to be taken. I'm essentially Bestie's daughter right now, except I think she has a bit more freedom when it comes to bedtime, hiding in the bathroom right now.
Are you okay, Billy? It sounds like you're not peeing in there. Have you climbed out the window again, you bastard?
She just left after staring at me for an hour, and then being upset I still couldn't sleep while being stared at. At this point my migraine is exploding, so I asked her for my pills, and she almost refused me the meds again until I explained that this was just a half dose to what I used to take, and then she seemed okay enough with it to give me my pills. How is anybody supposed to go to sleep knowing that someone is looming over you? That's essentially what sleep paralysis is the feeling of someone holding you down.
I'm going to read you a bedtime story now, and this is my favourite because it contains the character Slender Man.
It kind of reminds me of that smoking episode of Family Guy. Smoke. Smoke. You smoking yet? Yay, more punishments for not taking out the trash. It is the 8th deadly sin, to be fair.
Coward!
Just leave her be, Chris. Nothing good is going to come out of this. She can't follow the rules, it's simple, as that she has no respect. I'd call wrapping your hands around your daughter's throat and threatening her by sending private info to her grandma toxic as hell, if we want to pull stuff out of the past. You're lucky I didn't beat you. I told you about the condoms, not Chris. I can understand being a bit pissed off at someone for not doing what you ask them to do and they agree to do it, but what am I supposed to say? My mum wants my wife and myself to come over for dinner, but we don't feel that it's safe yet. Her response kills me, man. Increased chance, plus we need to be consistent with all our family members, as that's only fair. I'm fine if you guys think we're paranoid or overly cautious, but we'll have to find something else to do besides dinner.
Not sure what that will be. Flight kills way more people every year and we don't stop life. I have many friends who are nurses and doctors, and their take is interesting. Funny how the Democrats are sucking for the upcoming election, and since they couldn't impeach Trump, this surfaces, and Bill Gates is probably on this too. Bunch of political BS in my opinion, and people have become sheeps.
Oh, I hate that so much! Even nowhere is supposed to be there!
Allowing the government to take over their lives. I refuse to quit living the way I want to live, so sorry.
That's perfectly fine. You're free to choose what you want to do, same as us. I can't really remember the last time I was bitten by a horsefly, and if you're thinking about malaria, there's injections that go around for that like all the time. And if a fly lands on my food, I don't eat the food. Seems pretty logical. In fact, I'm curious, how many would you get out of my face? People do flies kill every year. List of deadliest animals to humans. Well, it's wiki, but I think many parents don't really know how reliable wiki is in the first place. Mosquitoes. That's a weird way to pronounce flies. 1 million killed per year, and that's mostly people in third world countries. Humans, 475,000. Yeah, I refuse to go to Aldi down the road now because the cashier just gives me the death stare. Cheating, abusive ex's dad knows what his son did to me, tries to guilt trip me into getting back with his son. If there is anything I want you to do, do not do that. Again, can you please make sure he doesn't hurt himself? He's going off on a rant to my friend, threatening to kill myself. Or kill you, or him, I'm confused. And I really don't want that. Could you please talk to him? I can't. He's beside himself and doesn't want anyone. I saw what he said, just don't take too long, please. I'm sorry, but he really shouldn't be obsessing over me like this. He really needs some help, please get him some. I'll do my best, but it's not me that you should be texting. He really cares and is hurt. And he did this to you when all he wanted to do was make you happy. You should have heard him Saturday night planning Sunday. He wanted it perfect, but I'll do my best. Hope you have a goose day. He was worried because I didn't respond for hours. That's not okay. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really want to get this dark in videos, this sort of subject matter, but I think it's important to know that once someone is not in your life anymore, neither of those people hold any responsibility to each other no matter what. And there is no room whatsoever for manipulation no matter what they do. If someone really wants to get better, they let go of that crutch. And I know it's not as simple as that, trust me, I've been there, but it's also not fair to be on the receiving end of stuff like this either. So guys, that is another video. I do have fun making these videos, so if there is any topics that you wish me to talk about, it doesn't have to be just subreddits or for exposure or anything like that. There's so much on the internet to commentate on, so I'll do my best. That's great, and until next time, thank you for watching. You can follow my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, TikTok, where more videos will hopefully blow up on there, and they may come here, so you might have a new roommate. Remember to share your half of the soap, and don't worry about Pokemon videos and stuff like that. Those are still in the works. I'm not going completely off the rails, so there'll be still stuff like that, like gaming and stuff like that. So until next time, thank you, and lights out.
What? What are they selling?
They're selling chocolate!
Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it.